And welcome into this edition of Community in Action for the month of July 2026. I'm Jason Parent with Community Action in Aroostook, Washington, and Hancock counties. On this month's edition, our feature interview will focus on, yes, get this, we are in July, but we're already talking about back to school. And in order to go back to school, children across our three counties will need school supplies. Many are struggling, especially with the cost of living right now, to make ends meet. So we're going to talk with a couple of individuals, partner organizations that are working specifically in Aroostook County this month to ensure children are ready to go back to school with all the materials they need to focus on learning. That's going to be the feature interview topic when we get to that in just a little bit. And we're going to speak with somebody from Community Action in Aroostook County as well as the United Way of Aroostook. But before we get to them, we're first going to get to the news and information that you can use again for the month of July 2026. And for that, we begin with this. Our first news item is to talk about the WIC Farmers Days in Aroostook County. This is the Women, Infant, and Children's program in Aroostook County that will be hosting their annual Farmer Days. Those are usually held during WIC clinics, and they are coming up this year on July 23rd, August 29th, July 23rd and 29th, I should say, in August on the 12th and the 19th, and in September, they're going to be held on the 3rd, the 9th, and the 24th. Those are all at ACAP, or Community Action in Aroostook County's Presque Isle headquarters, Presque Isle Customer Service Center at 771 Main Street in Presque Isle. These events will feature taste testing, easy recipes, and some giveaways. They're available for not only WIC participants, but are open to the entire community. And we encourage folks to stop by on those days in July, August, and September between 9 and 4 when our WIC Farmers Days, the farmers markets, are being held here at our Customer Service Center in Presque Isle. That's the WIC Farmers Days for 2026. And looking down east at an event coming up in August, we're asking you to save the date for a business after hours block party. This is an Ellsworth Chamber of Commerce, Ellsworth Area Chamber of Commerce event that's co-hosted by Community Action in Aroostook, Washington, and Hancock counties, and the Ellsworth School Department will be blocking off traffic on Avery Lane and hosting a block party as part of the activities in partnership with the Ellsworth Area Chamber of Commerce. We're hoping for good weather. We're going to have local refreshments, music, and fun activities at the Avery Lane Business After Hours block party. Be sure to stop by. It's Thursday, August 20th at Avery Lane in Ellsworth, and the time will be from 5 to 7 in the afternoon. So a great time to come out in Ellsworth to join us for community action, as well as the Ellsworth School Department as we present the Business After Hours block party in Ellsworth. Also want to share with you opportunities for parents across the three regions to participate in a primary care triple P. This is part of our continuing series on the parenting program, the Positive Parenting Program. This one is specifically designed for parents of primary care children in ages 0 to 12. The triple P is a brief one-on-one parenting support program that does help families build practical skills for handling everyday challenges. In just a few sessions, parents learn simple, proven strategies to strengthen their relationship with their child and, of course, confidently manage behaviors at home. Now, the sessions we're planning are about 30 minutes each, and they span over 4 sessions, and these are scheduled at your convenience. So this is not a specific point in time. If you would like to participate in these individualized parenting experience or participate in an in-person virtual tour, give us a call here at the agency at 764-3721, extension 116, or you can email Megan Willett at mwillett@acap-me.org. And so this is a great opportunity and a great resource for parents across Aroostook, Washington, and Hancock counties to take part in the Positive Parenting Program and get some individualized one-on-one advice about the parenting experience and have a great conversation for a half hour with folks. Give us a call to register at any time. We also want to let folks know in the Down East region about some Mommy and Me group activities that are sponsored by Community Action in Aroostook, Washington, and Hancock counties. First is the Ellsworth Mommy and Me group, and they are meeting every Friday between 10 and 11 and enjoying a stroller and toddler-friendly walk outside while connecting parents to one another. This is just as you turn onto the Lakes Lane in Ellsworth. There's a parking area there where the Sunrise Trail bike path begins. Parents are asked to meet at at the start of the trail with their children at 9:45 and their strollers. Now, in the case of inclement weather, the group does meet at the Moore Community Center gym right there in downtown Ellsworth. If you have any questions or would like more information, please email Jen Winter, that's jen.winter@acap-me.org, or you can check out the Ellsworth Mommy and Me Facebook page, Mommy and Me Group Facebook page online. Now, if you're closer to the Southwest Harbor area, you want to participate in the Mommy and Me group closer to there. This looks a little different. They have a connection, conversation, and fun in a welcome and relaxed atmosphere. They provide social time for caregivers, playtime and simple activities, and a fun space to build early social skills. You can see the QR code there, or to join the Facebook group for the Southwest Harbor Mommy and Me group. They meet weekly on Tuesdays from 10 to 11 at Harbor House there in Southwest Harbor at 329 Main Street. Again, Jen Winter is the contact information for that particular Mommy and Me group in Southwest Harbor. Now we move on to our home buyer education class, available to residents across Aroostook, Washington, and Hancock counties. And if you're listening beyond, you can also participate in those. A number of them are online, including the August 18th through August 20th series. We're going to be doing them over 3 nights. Those will be held online. On Saturday, September 26th, we'll be in person at the Island Connectivity Hub in Stonington, where we'll do an in-person session there for residents down east. And then we'll be back online on Friday, October 30th, for that's Saturday, for a 1-day 8-hour session. So whichever one of those works better for you in terms of date, or if you want to, if you're looking strictly for online, you can see the 2 options there. But if you'd like more information, do give us a call at 764-3721 extension 223, or email us at homebuyeredu@acap-me.org. That's the home buyer education class. Now, it's taught by industry professionals. We have lenders, home inspectors, real estate agents, and it's done in an educational, not in a sales-oriented environment. And it provides really an opportunity to learn about the home buying process in that neutral environment. It's open to the public. You do not have to be income eligible to participate. Those who are income eligible do have specific and special opportunities to gain credit as a result of the class, to be considered for special lower interest loans, as well as getting a substantial amount of money off of the closing costs of their property. And you can ask more about that and your eligibility when you give us a call related to the home buyer education program. The number and information is there on your screen. Now, moving on, we want to talk about early care and education. We are in the height of the summer, but we are looking forward to a new start to an early care and education year, specifically for our Head Start and Early Head Start programs. Obviously, our childcare programs do run year round. We do have availabilities both for staff as well as for children, families that would like to engage in our early care and education programs across the 3 counties. You see the list of communities there on the right, where we do offer in-person early childhood education opportunities for families with young children. Give us a call at 764-3721, or email us at info@acap-me.org if you have any questions, or to get the enrollment process started. We'd be happy to start that with you over the phone, or at a location closest and nearest and most convenient to you. And lastly, if we haven't talked about something in this segment of the news and information that you can use, and you are in need of assistance, you can contact us at 764-3721 or info@acap-me.org. That will provide you with the opportunity to get connected with services or learn about services in early care and education, energy and housing, coaching and workforce, prevention and wellness, or aging services. And in the event that we don't have the service or program in our house here, we will definitely connect you to wonderful partner organizations across the 3 counties that can certainly help you with whatever your need is. And that's the news and information that you can use again for the month of July 2026. And as I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, we are talking this month about getting kids ready to go back to school. Yes, it is July and we are in the heat of summer, but it is already time, especially in Aroostook County, where schools tend to start a little earlier to allow for break during the potato harvest recess for many of them, to talk about getting kids ready to go back to school. And I'm joined by 2 individuals who are spending a good part of their summer months preparing for just that. a great partner of our organization that we work collaborate on to do many things. United Way of Aroostook. Sarah Duncan joins us again. It's great to have you back on the program, Sarah.
Wonderful to be back. We love this program.
And the coordinator of our prevention programs here at the agency, working in Aroostook County and with some involvement in Washington and Hancock counties with some of our prevention programs, Teresa Dow. Teresa, you are also very welcome back to the program. It's nice to see you. I can't believe it's already been a year since we were last talking about this.
I was thinking about that the other day, actually. I felt like
Yeah.
it's been around, Jason.
And it is, one of the things I have to say, like right out front, is that I remember like you're just getting into summer break and then you walk into the stores and they're already talking about back to school. Like, I mean, you just feel like you started summer break. And I kind of feel like I thought maybe, okay, now that I don't have kids in school anymore or whatever, and I'm not in school myself, that kind of would pass. But when we talk about this project, right, we're right in the middle of it again. And as soon as the 4th of July decorations and sales come down, like in the local stores, like Walmart, we're going to see the back to school stuff come out. And that's exactly why we're gathered here today. So this is sort of a project that's sort of a 1-2 punch, if you will. There's the part that collects the school supplies, the backpacks, all of that. And then there's the part where we give it away and we also make community connections as we head into another fall and then eventually winter season to get people prepared not only for school but for maybe going back to work or connecting with the workforce and getting ready for the season ahead. So Sarah, let's start with you and talk about an event that we're so glad United Way was a pioneer on this event. This was a United Way event. It's a partnership event, and we're so pleased to partner with you on it. And that's the Stuff the Bus event, which leads into the Back to School Bash. So talk about the Stuff the Bus event for those who might not know or need to be reminded about it.
Yeah, the stuff of the bus event has grown so much over the years, to the point where we've really needed your help to make this possible to reach the people, because hundreds of backpacks are going out every year to students. And we collect school supplies the month of July. And really, we collect everything from backpacks to pencils, all the supplies that kids need on the first day of school. And we put those backpacks together, and families can register because it just takes that burden off. While families are struggling so much right now with the cost of living, um, and what bills they are able to pay, just the cost of school supplies on top of that is just such an extra burden for so many families. And you want kids to feel so good on the first day of school, because how they feel on that first day and making sure they're prepared on that first day really sets the tone for the rest of the school year for them, and really helps them set them up for success. So we want all the kids in Aroostook County to be set up for success right on that first day. So really getting those backpacks and the school supplies in their hands for the first day of school is just, it's so important.
And Sarah, I know that one of the things that you know altogether too well, and you're usually right in the middle of it and leading and bringing people together, is it really takes a full community response to do something like this. And I think just recently you got some really good news from another partner agency that said, "Hey, something has come into me, and I really think it fits best with this particular project." And so, talk about this extraordinary donation and support that we're receiving from another partner organization that's also helping to make life better in Aroostook County.
So Catholic Charities received this giant donation of school supplies, from notebooks to crayons. And they knew of Stuff the Bus and they knew of the work. And so they generously said, hey, like, you're best fit for getting this to the kids. And so they have agreed and generously donated all of those school supplies, thousands of school supplies. We need a forklift to be able to transport all these school supplies that they're donating. So we're really excited and so appreciative of them being willing to partner on this project.
Sorry about that. Can you hear me now? Sorry, we were having just a little technical issue there with some of the slides that were coming up that required me to unplug, but we're back. We're back now. So yes, indeed, Catholic Charities always are willing to roll up their sleeves. In addition to that, Sarah, there's a number of private partners, private businesses that come in. Obviously, when we talk about Stuff the Bus event, the one of the sort of linchpins event is held at Walmart, but there's also media partnerships. So talk about some of the other partnerships that make Stuff the Bus really so successful.
Yeah, Town Square for a number of years has done a radio live event. So we're live on the air that day, and really just generates some excitement and lets people know. People might be sitting at work or a business owner might hear it, and they show up. They show up every single year with cartloads of school supplies. Backpacks are the big thing. That's something we're really pushing this year. Backpacks are so expensive, so any donation of backpacks would be so appreciative. And kids go through them fast. I know as a parent myself, you want a little bit nicer quality backpack because it will last. Kids are rough on them. They get thrown around at school and the bus. So backpacks are a huge need. And we're just so appreciative that Walmart every year lets us sit outside and collect these donations from the community.
Now, Sarah, in just a bit, we're going to talk about the Back to School Bash, which does obviously happen in Presque Isle, but it's not just residents of central Aroostook County that benefit from this project. We're both county-wide, in our case, 3 county-wide organization. This is a particular project specific to Aroostook County, but it does reach every corner of Aroostook County. And even if people can't get to the event in August, they can get their backpack. We get it. We find a way to connect and get it to them, correct?
Yeah, we've had a really great partnership working with ACAP to be able to distribute these backpacks where they have offices. You have offices in Fort Kent and Holton. We get these backpacks out. If you just register, there's usually somebody right close by that can get you the backpack. So it touches every child in Aroostook County, which is just makes it even that much better of a program.
And let's remind folks about there's a central event. Let's bring that back up on the screen that's happening to talk about the date and time frame for that event, but really that's not the only option in time that you can contribute.
So, July 24th is our live event when we will be outside of Walmart from 3 to 6 p.m. But boxes are available at the Walmart in Presque Isle starting in July. And you can just pick up school supplies if you're in for grocery shopping, grab a backpack, grab a pack of crayons, and just drop it in the box as you leave the store. And we would really appreciate anything and everything that can be donated.
Awesome. So we'll circle back with you in a bit here, but I want to sort of transition it over to Teresa because Teresa, once those items are all collected and Sarah and the team that works on bringing them all together, there's a large event that is held annually that sort of provides the opportunity for those who it's convenient for to pick up the backpacks and the kids get to choose, and that's a big part of it. But talk about the work that you and your team are leading for our agency to bring the community together for what we call the Back to School Bash.
So to start with, the date for Back to School Bash is going to be held on August 14th from 10 to 2. We're going to have a couple of hopefully new things up our sleeve this year that we're working on. I don't want to share those things just yet until we know that they're confirmed. But we're really looking to grow the event as far as having, a lot of fun activities for parents and their children to be able to come and participate in while they're here waiting to collect their bags. So everything from cornhole, we're going to redo, we're going to provide the chalk station again. I don't know, Jason, you may remember this, but one of our prevention teammates, Allison Gooding out of the Holton office, ran the chalk station last year, and kids had so much fun chalk painting on the driveway. And they were quite creative, and it was for all ages, both from littles up until teenagers. So it was great to see that engagement factor. We're hoping to do sort of potato picking exhibition, talking with Renee Bragdon, who works in our healthy eating, active living work here at the agency, trying to figure out how we might be able to bring that in, because I think that that's something that I know definitely doesn't happen. We have a few farmers here in the county that still, host that countywide tradition. But I thought that that would be a cool initiative for us to add this year. So we've started doing some outreach to local community organizations to see who might be available to table that day here at 771 Main Street, as well as reaching out to some local companies to see if they're able to sort of come and be here for the event and have some vehicles for some kiddos to be able to explore. So we have a teammate that's hopefully going to get a race car here. So we're pretty excited about just how the day is going to shape up and what that's going to look like.
Certainly, obviously, planning is still underway, but Teresa, this is an event that, you're the prevention team, but members across our agency, really, it's our big community connect day, right? It's the day that we see the most community members in one shot engage with our programs, our services, with United Way in accessing school supplies and backpacks if they're signed up for those in advance. What is that like for you and your team?
It's always an amazing experience to see families come to the event, and it's anywhere from like the traditional family unit to grandparents that are raising their grandchildren, single parent households, whatever the makeup might be. It's just so rewarding to see the game stations that we have and the interactive stations and how long families genuinely stay. They might come for the need of the backpack, but the fact that there's a free community event for them to stay and engage with their kiddos. And we're going to do the photo booth again, so be able to use their cell phones to sort of take some fun pictures with their kiddos. It's just a really rewarding experience to see the smiles that end up on their face, and just we enjoy. And when I say we, I mean all of the team that's here to participate, whether it's our individuals working within KEEP, our coaches, the prevention team, just being able to engage with the families that we serve and just being able to have a fun day. I'm praying for sun. A fun day in the sun to be able to sort of connect and just give back. It's a really great day.
I'm praying for right sun, but not like oppressive heat, because we've had that in the past, haven't we?
Yes.
It's always one of those days that you can just sweat standing. Like, I mean, just it's
Mhm.
like, usually it's been warm in the past, but certainly we'll take that over rain. Absolutely. And you can also get some lunch while you're there, correct?
Yes, we're looking to host walking tacos again this year. Is the buzz that I'm hearing right now. So it's always something that the kids enjoy, and that families enjoy. It's an easy, simple meal. And it allows them the ability to still walk around and engage with not only community partners, but also staff here at the agency.
So bring us back and remind us date, time, specifics of the back to school bash, as I'll bring that up on the screen here. So we can remind the community of when we want them to save that date for August.
So the date's going to be August 14th. It is a Friday this year. We're going to be meeting, hosting the event from 10 to 2. And I do want to share that we will be launching sort of a spreadsheet or a form for individuals to fill out before the event, to be able to go in and sort of fill out the need. So child, boy or girl, age range, things of that nature, to ensure that we have backpacks here for them to select. It's going to be a little bit different this year. We're going to be turning that form off a couple of days before the event, just to ensure that we have what we need. But regardless, we will still be doing some collecting of information for those that are in need, to be able to meet that need after the event as well. So we want to make sure that everyone's taken care of and prepared to go back to their first day of school.
And Sarah, as well, on the United Way side, working in partnership with the Community Action Agency, we'll be releasing, I imagine, shortly some in this month of July, some link or access. So people should maybe stay tuned to your social media presence and the Community Action Agency to get a link to be able to say, I would like to reserve a backpack.
Yes, there should be a link going out for that backpack, and also a link going out for individuals that want to donate. If you can't get to the store and want to just make a monetary donation, we are more than happy to do the shopping for you.
Absolutely. And that helps us really to be able to, especially as we get closer to the event and closer to stuffing the backpacks, to say, gosh, we're missing stuff like this or that kind of thing. And you really do, as an organization, do the research on what is needed. And these backpacks are kind of age. I mean, you walk into the room and there's backpacks everywhere, but there's a set for different age groups, right?
That's correct. We try to make sure the high schoolers and middle schoolers have binders, and that there's age appropriate supplies for the kiddos that are in elementary school. So we kind of take some lists from some of the schools to see and make sure that we have the right supplies that they will need. So yes, we do make sure they're age appropriate supplies for them.
And Teresa, accordingly, the events that you have outdoors, whether it's the chalk station, which really allows youth of all ages to be creative, or things that are more specifically geared toward young children or older children, there's always a lot of activity and different activity to enjoy outside.
Absolutely. And it's nice to see the littles compete against their older siblings.
Yeah, it's great. It's
Oh,
truly it's truly an event that brings the generations together. Because as you pointed out, some of the kids who come, maybe it's not that their grandparents are raising them, but they're bringing them here that day because their parents might be working or their caregivers. There are other caregivers that bring children in that day, so it's really nice to see families connect and individuals sometimes across multiple generations at this event. What, Sarah and Teresa, have we missed? Have we not talked about either the drive component of it, the Stuff the Bus event and the backpack collection drive, and the Back to School Bash that you wanted to let folks know about? Let's start with you on that, Sarah.
Just how appreciative we are and how it's such a great event because um, it's for the whole community to come. A lot of some people are embarrassed to ask for help, but this is such a welcoming, friendly event, and celebration of kind of the end of summer and back to school, where you can also get so many other resources that day. And there's no judgment. Everybody needs help. So it's just we just believe in this event and we're just so excited to partner again.
Great. Thank you so much. And we couldn't do it without you, Sarah. It really is one of our many great partnerships that we enjoy with United Way of Aroostook here in Aroostook County. And Teresa, Back to School Bash that day. I know that you're in the thick of planning for it right now. It's gone on for many months in terms of your planning because it just doesn't all fall together in the summer months. What is it that you want folks to be left with and knowing that we might not have talked about at this point?
just that if you're an organization that might want to attend that day, particularly if you have some resources that you want to share with the community, or be able to make a personal touch with the individuals that are attending the event, to please reach out. We would be more than happy to have you table at the event and make those connections with community members. And honestly, just even if it happens to be an event that you maybe are not necessarily looking to get a backpack at, but you're looking for a fun event to do with your family, everyone is welcome. And we encourage everyone to attend and just have some good old fashioned fun out in the sun, making connections with people you might not otherwise make those connections with.
Indeed, it's a great day and a great lead up to it. So if you are out there and hearing this and want to participate in helping to give and make the backpack giveaway, that's the component of the Back to School Bash possible, reach out to United Way of Aroostook, connect with them in terms of making your donation. Certainly they can help direct you if you want to make a physical donation and you're up in Fort Kent or in the Valley or in Holton, to drop them off at our Madawaska or Fort Kent or Holton locations, and we'll make sure that they get here to Presque Isle, and to work with United Way to make sure that the backpacks are coming together with Sarah and her team. And And then, of course, mark your calendars for Friday, August 14th between 10 and noon. If you're available to come to Presque Isle, be here and be on the lookout for the link to be posted to at request a backpack through the Back to School Bash and the Stuff the Bus Drive. Looking very much forward to both the event at Walmart in July on the 24th and then on August 14th to bringing the community together for another very, very positive back to school bash on that date. Although I do want summer to slow down because I want to enjoy it. So hopefully it'll feel like that's a few days away, but it'll probably feel like tomorrow real quick. So thank you very much, Sarah Duncan, Teresa Dow, for joining us on this edition of Community in Action. Before we leave you and before we leave everyone else, we're going to bring to you our highlight snapshot for the month of July. And we go back to a highlight snapshot from our team in June. And this is another great example in Aroostook County of a very positive partnership. Northern Light A.R. Gould Hospital that had written a grant to provide sunscreen stations across Aroostook County, provided us with a donation of 12 of these stations. You can see them, the yellow stations there, amongst the children and our team members at the Gouldville Early Care and Education Center, where they donated these sunscreen stations. This is going to be helping to make sure that the children and the adults on site are sun safe throughout the summer. This is at the Gouldville Early Care and Education Center, but trust me, we've made sure that those 12 stations have reached each of our locations across Aroostook County from Fort Kent down to Dyer Brook. And so our team members and our children thank the folks for Northern Light A.R. Gould Hospital for making this donation possible and for helping us all be sun safe this particular summer as they enjoy lots of fun in the sun with some outdoor play across Aroostook County. Again, our thanks to Northern Light A.R. Gould for that very generous donation. Our thanks to Sarah and Teresa for being our guests on this month's Community Action. We'll be back in August with another edition of Community in Action, where we'll probably talk more about getting ready for the school year and what that looks like for your families. We'll see you then for the next edition of Community in Action. Until then, have a great summer, everyone.